No. You just ask.
Good evening, Rampage family. Welcome back to Denver, Colorado, game 2 of the weekend. Tonight's game is going to be against Lake Tahoe. I do not know the mascots, so they will be Tahoe for tonight. Coming off of a big win last night against the Oakmore Patriots team, 9-5 win. Very exciting. Hopefully the boys can carry some good energy from last night's game into tonight. I'd like to see them put in another fast-paced, well-fought game just like they had last night. A couple of keys to the game that I think worked well for us is everybody was skating really fast last night. We were super aggressive on the forecheck, trapping the other team in their zone, creating turnovers down low, and then and a couple of times it was just really rapid transitions into their zone, and at the end of the day, we're finding ways to find the back of the net last night, which is big for us. So I was unofficially told, we double-checked the stats from some of the previous games, but it does seem as though I think our highest scoring game before last night, we had 4 goals in. So last night, obviously, we were able to more than double our high score for the season, which was a pretty big deal. And hopefully, that helps to kind of not knock the rust off. That's not the right expression, but just let them know that they can do it. Give them a little bit of confidence, and let them know they can play well and make good things happen. So here's hoping. Trying to think a couple other updates that we've got. Just as I mentioned last night, we will have Zach Stahl in net again. I don't believe Liam's going to be able to get cleared until sometime next week, it sounds like. So Zach holding it down in between the pipes for the long run, and he's been holding up well, and hopefully we will get Liam returned to status and playing again soon. So, all right, we got everybody times up on the warm-up period. We will get the pucks collected and get going. And as you can tell, the vantage point for watching these games isn't fantastic. So when it's down in our zone close to the boards, I'm not going to be able to see much anything. So I will do the best I can and tell you what's going on as I see it, when I see it. So Rampage huddling up, giving themselves a pep talk, getting ready to go. It is a terrible disadvantage to stand up here behind the windows where you can't hear everything that's going on the ice. It makes it a little bit more difficult to figure out exactly what we're seeing and what's going on. So I will do the best I can. And thanks everybody for tuning in and giving me a reason to stand here and talk all game long. Out on the ice to start period number 1, we've got Whittingham, Drexel, Whitted, Wheeler, and Bisley. All right, we got 17 minutes on the clock and ready to go for period number 1. Pucks have been collected from both sides. Rampage win the draw. Lidded's got it. Drops it for Wheeler. Puck comes up to neutral. Tahoe's going to send it in the Rampage zone. Busy collects in his own zone. Turns up to the near side wall. Sent out across and back in the Rampage zone. Wheeler's got it. He makes a move to the near side wall. Take the red line. He's going to skate into the Tahoe zone. Wheeler recollects down low. Centering pass. Gets tipped up. Bisley takes a shot. Puck deflects wide of the net. Ends up on the near side wall. Bisley digs it out in the corner. Pinching in, puck down low. It's going to go to the far side wall. Still kept down low in the corner. Now Tahoe has it. They're behind their own net. They make a move to the near side. They're going to skate up and out. Whitted turns around, keeps it in the zone. Drexel's going to go in after it. Drexel picks it up down low in the near side corner. Drops it down low for Whittingham. He turns, sends it over to Sarver. Sarver makes a move. Goaltender makes a save. Play continues. Whittingham takes a shot. Goaltender makes a save. They're going to jump on it. We get a whistle. We'll have a face-off in the Tahoe zone with 16 minutes exactly left in period number 1. Out on the ice, we've got Sarver, Foster, Wilton, Huff, and Merrill. Rampage win the draw. Huff's going to take a shot from up top. Goes wide of the net, ends up the near side boards. Merrill pinching in. Centers the puck. Foster down low. Merrill's in there as well. Out to Sarver. Sarver takes a shot. Goaltender gets a piece of it. Goes up and behind the net. Tahoe feeds it up, and now they're out of the zone with it. Gets poked at center ice and held up at the red line. Little back and forth. It's going to get sent across to the far side. Huff chips it back, and then Sarver's going to dump it in the zone. Puck down behind the Tahoe net. Wilton's in there to go after it. Tahoe picks it up down low. And then Foster gets a stick on it, gets tripped up. The puck's back behind. Tahoe to the near side. Skates up, is going to clear it out to center. Tahoe has it. They're through neutral zone. Into the Rampage zone. They're going to dump it deep. Puck back behind the Rampage net. Espirito is over there to pick it up, and I can't see it. Little back and forth. Tahoe with the steal in the Rampage zone. Shot on net. Stall with the save. Goes in the far corner. Bender up the wall. Goes back into the low corner. Bender's going to send it around to Espirito on the near side. Espirito holds up, sends it up and out. Out of the zone, Tahoe recollects. Tahoe sends it back to the near side and dumps it into the Rampage zone. Bender goes to get it in that near far side corner, feeds it up, comes out of the zone. Tahoe recollects out at neutral. And the puck back in the Tahoe zone. Puck on the near side wall. And Bisley feeds it up and in. Roberts is on the hunt. Picks it up down low. Roberts up the near side. Rahojian skates it off the wall. And then Bisley pokes it momentarily. Now Tahoe's going to clear. They're through neutral into the Rampage zone with the puck. Puck down low. Bisley sends it over to the far side. Up and out of the zone. And McManus is going to get there first. Picks it up, feeds it back towards Roberts. Ends up at the point where Wheeler picks it up. Wheeler skates in the far side wall. McManus sends it across to Bisley on the near side. Bisley feeds it down low. Puck back behind the net. And then Roberts with the steal. Centering pass to Rahojian. Rahojian takes a shot. Goaltender makes a save. They're going to hang on. 13:28 left in period number 1. We're going to face off in the Tahoe zone. Out on the ice, we've got Whittingham, Whitted, Drexel, Merrill, and Huff. Stepped on the puck. It's going to end up down low in the corner. Drexel gets there and traps it. He's got Whitted to help him out. Drexel takes a hit into the board. Whitted tries to feed it out front. Whittingham in with the poke, and the goalie's going to cover it up. .13:15 left in period number one. We'll get another face-off in the Tahoe zone. Rampage win the draw, and it goes just past Huff, comes out of the zone. Huff sends it over towards Merrill. Merrill back up to Drexel. Drexel makes a move, and now the puck is in the zone. Whitted's got it. Makes a move down the wall. Skates it off the wall. Little bouncing around, still in the zone. Gets sent in from up high, goes wide of the net. Ends up on the near side wall. Tahoe sends it around to the far side corner. Up the far wall. And Huff pinching in is going to keep the puck in the zone. Down low in the corner. Whittingham gets tied up. Huff's in there as well. Handful of Tahoe players. Whittingham skates out from behind the net with the puck. Turns, tries to send it across, gets deflected up, and now Whittingham tries to recollect. It comes out of the zone. Rampage have to tag up. Whittingham feeds it across to the far side to Huff. Huff sends it deep into the corner. Tahoe player picks it up, sends it up the near side wall. Tahoe flips it up in the air, out to neutral to clear. Foster skates with it a step and drops, and we have a hand pass, so we get a stoppage. We'll get another face-off. 12:13 left in period number one. Out on the ice, we've got Sarver, Foster, Espirito, Wilton, and Bender. Rampage win the draw. Back to Espirito, over to Bender. Bender on the far side is going to dump it in. Puck bounces out. The goaltender is going to wrangle it in and cover it up. We got a ref going over to talk to the scorekeeper, but I don't know why. All right, same crew out as before. Rampage win the draw. Bender sends a shot just wide of the net, ends up on the near side wall. The puck's going to go all the way out of the zone. Espirito has to go into his own zone to get it. Lost side of the puck. Looks like Tahoe sends it across to the far side, gets poked up and out. Wilton is in. It's got a player on. Wilton centering attempt. Goes to Sarver. Just couldn't quite wrangle it in. Wilton's going to feed it up to Espirito at the point. Espirito takes a shot. Goalie gets a piece. It goes wide. Comes to the near side. Sarver feeds it up to Wheeler, over to Espirito. Shot goes in. Comes out to the near side wall. Wilton sends it back down low. Sarver sends it up. Comes to Wheeler at the point. Wheeler over to Espirito. Espirito takes a shot, goes wide of the net, and that one, I believe, is going to come up and out of the zone. Wheeler has to come back and recollect. Rampage tag up. Wheeler makes a move. He's into the zone with it. Wheeler makes a move, takes a shot, goes up and over the net. Foster ties it up down low in the corner. He's got Roberts in there to help out. Quick poke check, and now Tahoe's going to send it up. They skate it out of the zone there into the neutral zone and send it into the Rampage zone down low in the near side corner. Puck tied up on the near side boards. Roberts comes out with it, sends it across to Wheeler on the far side. Wheeler skates to the near side. He's going to skate through neutral into the Tahoe zone. And McManus kicks it out of the pile and ends up on a Tahoe player's stick. He skates back behind his own net, turns, sends it up the near side wall. Up to the point where Bisley's going to hold. Bisley skates it in, centering pass to King. And in the mayhem, the goaltender's going to cover it up. So we're going to face off in the Tahoe zone with 10:09 left in period number one. Out on the ice, we've got King, McManus, Roberts, Merrill, and Huff. Tahoe wins the draw. Roberts gets there, takes a shot off the side of the net. Puck comes up the near side wall. Merrill pinching in is going to hold the puck momentarily. Ends up down low, and then still down low in the corner. We got Roberts and King in there to mix it up with a couple of players from Tahoe. Roberts pulls it out, turns, shoots off the side of the net, ends up back behind. Fed out front. Puck is behind the net. Tahoe picks it up, sends it up the near side wall. Bounces across to the far side. King gets there and sends it down low, gets upended as he does so. Puck comes around to the near side, up the near side boards, and Roberts pulls it off the wall. He's going to turn and fire wide of the net, goes to the far side corner. Tahoe turns and sends it up and out. Rampage do not play it to avoid the too many men penalty, but it also negates icing, so play will continue. Whitted picks it up behind his own net, makes a move through neutral. Whitted's into the zone, tries to wrangle it in, gets poke checked away. Whittingham skates down the wall. Whittingham makes a move out front. Drexel gets a stick on it. Goalie's going to cover it up. We got a little bit of how you doing after the play is over. Not a very strategic play. Drexel gets cross-checked into his own goaltender, and chaos ensues. So we have a penalty coming to Jack Whittingham after all of the chaos after the play, and with 9:01, Rampage will be on the penalty kill for the first time in this game. Out on the ice, we've got Drexel, Whitted, Espirito, Bender. Rampage win the draw. Bender sends it around the boards to the near side. Puck down low. Tahoe's on it. Skate to the near side wall. Comes up to the point. Sent across to the far side. Centering pass and skates in the way. Drexel's got it. He's going to turn and skate with it. Sends it across to Whitted just outside the reach, but it's into the Tahoe zone. Whitted's into the corner. Feeds it back to Drexel. Puck's going to come up. Still in the Tahoe zone. Tahoe recollects. They're back out to neutral now. They're into the Rampage zone. Puck on the near side wall. It's hard to tell. Looks like Tahoe's got it. They fed it back down the wall again. Rampage have it, and Tahoe turns and dumps it in. Everybody's going for a change. Wheeler picks it up back behind his own net, sends it up to Sarver. Goes off his stick and into the Tahoe zone. Sarver down in the corner, ties it up. He's got 3 Tahoe players on it. He's just eating the clock right now. 7:51 left in the period, and 48 seconds left on the penalty kill. Tahoe has it behind their own net. They're going to send it across to the far side and back again. They're out of their own zone. Quick stick on it, and Wheeler's going to turn it around. Lots of chaos right up against the near side wall. And now Tahoe's going to dump it into the Rampage zone. Bisley picks it up. Tahoe still in the zone with it, and we have a whistle, but I don't know what for because I can't see what's going on down low. I don't know. I couldn't see. Oh. I don't. Okay, so nobody's going to the box. 7:23 left. We'll have a face-off just outside the Rampage zone. Tahoe comes up with it. They're going to send it to the far side. Into the Rampage zone with it. Merrill comes back for it in the near side. Sends it around the boards towards Huff. Merrill turns. He's going to fire and clear it. That should be icing. And we get a whistle. We'll have a face-off back in the Rampage zone with 7:05 left in the first period. 5 seconds left on the penalty kill for the Rampage boys. On the ice, we've got Rahosian, McManus, Huff, and I can't see our 4th player up against the wall. Looks like Rampage win the draw. Send it back behind the net. Huff has to skate to the far side. Tahoe's on it. Shot goes wide of the net, ends up on the near side boards. Rahosian gets there. Rampage are back at full strength. Little back and forth, and Stahl's going to cover it up, and we'll get a stoppage. We'll have a face-off in the Rampage zone with 6 minutes and 50 seconds left in period number 1. Out on the ice, we've got McManus, King, Bender, Rahosian, and one other Rampage player I can't see. Rampage wins the draw. Espirito was the other one. He's going to skate it out. He's through. He's into the Tahoe zone. Puck on the near side wall. King's in there doing battle. Tahoe tries to feed it up the wall, and then Espirito's going to pinch in. Holds it down low. Tahoe has it. They're going to turn, feed it across to the far side. Rahosian tries to get there. He sends it up to Bender. Bender back to Rahosian. Tahoe's going to pick it up. They cleared the zone with it. It comes back into the Rampage zone. Wheeler's going to pick it up down low. He turns. He sends it up to the far side. And then Tahoe's going to take it away. Wheeler recollects back in his own zone. Over to Bisley. Bisley up to Rahosian. King racing in, picks it up, sends it towards the goaltender. Goalie's going to cover it up. We get a stoppage. We'll have a face-off in the Tahoe zone with 5:50 left in period number 1. A couple of fresh skaters out on the ice. It looks like we've got Drexel, Whitted, Whittingham, Wheeler, Bisley. Tahoe wins the draw, but Drexel jumps in, sends it up the far side wall. Tahoe skates back behind their net with it. They reverse direction over to the other side, and then back up the near side wall. Bisley pinches in, holds it in. Whitted centers the pass. Tahoe picks it up. They're going to skate to the far side. And Whitted with a poke check is going to keep it in momentarily. Makes a move towards the goaltender. Picks it up back behind. Tries to wrap around. Goalie gets a leg in the way. Play continues. Drexel goes to the far side. Drexel ties it up with a couple of players. He's got Whittingham in there to help him out. Tahoe pulls it out of the pile. They're going to skate to the near side. Fed off the near side wall up to the point. Tahoe has it in their zone. They send it up. Whittingham with the steal keeps it in. Then Drexel goes in to pick it up. Centering past the tip comes up to Wheeler. Wheeler takes a shot, goes up and over. It's going to end up in the near side corner. Drexel gets in there, and then Sarver picks it up. Sarver feeds it towards the goaltender. Goalie's going to cover it up. Get a little how you doing? People asking who they voted for earlier this week, stuff like that, I think. 4 minutes and 42 seconds left in period number 1. Out on the ice, we've got Foster, Wilton, Sarver, Huff, and Merrill. Rampage come up with it. Sarver gets there. Wilton's going to pinch in and hold it on the wall. Puck is now cleared up and out. It's going to go into the Rampage zone. Huff has to race back for it. Makes a move to the near side wall. Puck comes out. Sarver picks it up. He's into the zone. Sarver holds it up on the wall, feeds it down low to Wilton. Wilton tries a centering pass. Sarver's going to get there, turns, fires, goes off a body, and ends up on the far side. And then a steal at center ice. Wilton turns around, brings it back into the zone. Foster with the quick steal. Foster with the shot. Goalie with the save. And then on the follow, Johnny Two Guns on the rebound. So with 4:03 left in period number 1, Johnny Sarver gets the Rampage on the board, making the score 1-0. Out on the ice. Looks like we're going to get some fresh skaters coming out. So we've got Roberts, McManus, Rahosian, Bender, and Espirito. Nice hard-working play. Tahoe wins the draw. They skate back into their own zone with it. Goes up the... Sorry, it's into the Rampage zone. Out to center. Nobody can get a stick on it. It's going to go, and we do have a penalty coming, so looks like we got a cross-check coming to Tahoe, if I read that correctly. So with 3:47 left in period number 1, Rampage are going to go on their first power play of the game. Out on the ice to start power play number 1, we've got Whittingham, Foster, Wilton, Rahosian, and Merrill. Tied up on the draw. Rampage are going to win it back to the point. Merrill down to Whittingham. Whittingham's going to feed it down low. Rolls around the boards, comes to the near side corner. Wilton and Foster in there. Tahoe's going to clear it. Merrill has to recollect it. It's neutral ice. Rampage tag up. Puck gets deflected way up into the air. It's going to roll into the Tahoe zone down low. Wilton and Foster are in there doing battle in the corner. Tied up down low. Whittingham's going to come in to help out. Whittingham pulls it out of the pile. He skates back behind the net. Over to Rahosian. Oh, and it goes off the post and out. It was a nice pass. Rahosian was all by himself. Sent it off the post. Exactly 3 minutes left in period number 1. Over to Merrill, to Whittingham on the far side. Whittingham back to Merrill. Merrill takes a shot from up high, deflects up and over the net. Puck's going to come out to the near side. Rahosian feeds it up the wall to Merrill. Merrill back to Rahosian. Rahosian cross ice to Whittingham on the far side. Whittingham skates in, tries to feed it, sticks in the way. It's going to go up in the near corner. Now Foster's going to pick it up, feeds it up to Rahosian up high. Rahosian turns and fires it off the boards, keeping it in the zone. Wilton down low on the near side boards. Poke check keeps it in the corner. And now Tahoe sends it up the wall, comes up and out of the zone, bouncing, and now it's going to go across to Whittingham on the far side. Whittingham turns with it. He's going to skate back into the zone. Got a little room. Whittingham with a shot. Goaltender makes a save. Whittingham picks up his own rebound and drops it in the corner. Rampage getting a change. Drexel coming in. He's going to steal the puck. Feeds it up front to Whitted, and that is a goal. They called it a goal on the first one. So with exactly 2 minutes left in period number 1, Rampage go up 2-0 on a power play goal to Boone Whitted from Carter Drexel. So that one was a lot of hard work and play. First by Whittingham to drive it into the zone and keep it there while the rest of the line could get a change, and then Drexel rushing in off the bench, the poke check to keep it in, fed it right to Whitted up front. Out on the ice, we've got Roberts, King, McManus, Wheeler, and Bisley. Puck's going to end up in the far side of the neutral zone. Roberts gets there, he's going to dump it in. Puck back behind the net, down low. McManus gets in there and ties it up. And King's in there as well to help out. Puck comes up the near side boards, up to Bisley at the point. He takes a shot, and that one deflects off of a body up front. And Bisley took the shot. I don't know if somebody else is going to get credit for the tip. I think Ian King, based on the line, I think King is going to get credit for that one. So 1:39 left in period number 1. Rampage are going to go up 3-0. Out on the ice, we've got King, McManus, Roberts, Wheeler, and Bisley. Puck goes back to Bisley in his own zone. He sends it across to Wheeler on the far side. Wheeler recollects. He's going to skate through, makes a move. He's into the Tahoe zone, sends the puck wide up to the far side boards. McManus gets there, drops it for King. King pinching in, is going to send it down low. Roberts behind the net, picks it up. Robert skates off the wall with it and just loses the handle. And now Tahoe's going to come back out of the zone. They're into neutral. Far side of Rampage zone with it. Shot taken. Puck's on the near side boards. Lost it. Okay, comes out to McManus at center, and he's going to dump it into the zone. Tahoe goalie's going to play it out to the far wall. Roberts gets there. Tries to feed it across, and Tahoe gets in the way of that pass, breaking it up. Merrill turns and sends it back into the Tahoe zone, where Tahoe's going to recollect. Tahoe with it down low in their zone. They're going to flip it up in the air, try to hit the stretch pass. Huff gets a stick on it and send it to the far wall. Huff turns and fires. Unable to clear the zone. Puck down low in the far corner. Wilton got a stick on it momentarily and lost it. Goes back to a Tahoe player. Huff ties it up down low. He's got Wilton in there with him to help out. And comes back to Huff. He chips it up and out of the zone. Tahoe recollects. And time expires on period number 1. So your score after 1 is 3-0 in favor of the Colorado Rampage. I'm going to take a quick break from talking, let the coach talk to the boys. Trying to ignore all comments from the peanut gallery.
No, I came up here just to hear it.
No, I'm not. I'm talking about Amanda saying, thank God that I'm going to take a break talking. I do.
I might do that. I might be moving one sheet. So this is the first time Jim actually realized that Brian was drinking, so I said
For period number 2. All right, out on the ice, we've got Whitted, Wheeler, Bisley, Drexel, and Whittingham. Getting ready to start period number 2. We've got 17 minutes on the clock. Score is currently 3-0 in favor of your Colorado Rampage.
The third goal.
Did Boone get the third one or the second one?
Second.
Then Johnny, I think, got the third one.
We won it?
Or did Johnny get the first one? I don't know.
First one. No, we'll find out later.
Yeah. Puck is into the Tahoe zone down low. Tahoe turns with it. They're going to chip it up the boards and out of the zone now. Drexel has to come back for in his own zone. Drexel turns with it to the far wall. Centering pass over to Whitted. Whitted skates through. He's into the Tahoe zone. Feeds it to Whittingham. Quick move. Goalie makes a save. He's going to hang on. So we get a stoppage. We'll get a face-off in the Tahoe zone with 16:27 left in period number 2.
Shots for first period were 16-3 for the Rampage.
Out on the ice, we've got Sarver, Foster, Wilton, Bender, and Espirito. Sarver's going to jump on the puck there, sends it up the boards towards Foster's, bouncing on him, but he wrangles it back in, skates to center. Foster takes a shot, deflects off bodies up into the netting, and out of play. 16:18 left in period number 2. Same crew out as before. Rampage win the draw back to the point. Espirito sends it to the far side wall to Sarver. Sarver takes a shot, deflects, and comes through the crease and ends up on the near side. Tahoe has it and clears the zone. Espirito with a takeaway at neutral ice. Sends it back. Tahoe recollects back in their own zone. They're going to turn fired up the near side wall. Puck back into the Rampage zone. Tahoe collects. They're going to skate to the far side, send it across. They're into the Rampage zone with it. Poke check by Bender. He's going to turn around, clear the zone with it. I think this is going to be icing. And no, play continues. Sorry. Puck comes across to the near side. Bender takes a shot, goes just wide of the net. Wilton picks it up on the far side wall. Tied up down low, Foster and Wilton are in there, and then Sarver comes up with it, takes a shot, goes off the goaltender up, and ends up behind the net. Tahoe sends it up the far side wall. They hold up on the far side wall, and Wilton putting pressure on. Foster just checks somebody into the Rampage bench. Wilton skates down the wall, drops it for Roberts. Roberts behind the net with it, turning, looking. Roberts centering pass attempt, and it comes back to him, and then Zach Roberts, he shoots, he scores. 14:54 left in period number 2, and on the goal to Zach Roberts. Rampage are going to go up 4-0.
27 and 25.
Out on the ice, we've got Roberts, King, Rohojan, Merrill, and Huff. Rampage win the draw. Back to Merrill. Over to Huff. Up to Roberts. Roberts is going to chip it into the zone. Ian King giving chase down low into the corner. He sends it back up the boards to Merrill. Merrill across to Huff. Huff down the boards. Tahoe's going to pick it up. Sends it up and out. It's going to bounce into the Rampage zone. Up to the near side boards. And I lost sight of it. I'll be right back with you shortly after this TV timeout. Puck comes out to Rahojan. He skates it out of the zone, makes a move. He's into the Tahoe zone. Goaltender's going to cover it up. And we'll get a stoppage and a face-off in the Tahoe zone. It was Ian King that got the third goal. It just came to me.
27?
Yep. It was a shot from Bisley at the point. So Bisley had the assist and King had the goal. 14-14 left in period number 2. Out on the ice, we've got Whitted, Whittingham, Drexel, Bisley, and Wheeler. Tied up on the draw. It's going to come up and out of the zone. Wheeler's got it at neutral ice. Skates to the near side. Wheeler's going to make a move. He skates into the zone. Fed over to Drexel, and it's Carter Drexel with the goal. Nice move, nice pass on the back door from Blaze Wheeler to Carter Drexel. So 14:02 left in period number 2. Rampage are going to go up 5-0.
24. And 70.
Same crew out as before. We've got Whitted, Whittingham, Drexel, Bisley, and Wheeler. Rampage win the draw. Drexel's going to wrangle it in and skate it into the zone. He takes the far side wall. Down low, back behind the net. Drexel sends it up to the point. Tahoe gets a stick. It's going to deflect up and out and clear the zone all the way back in the Rampage zone. Bisley has to go after it down in the corner. He sends it across to Wheeler on the far side. Wheeler's going to skate it up and chip it at the red line into the zone and give chase. Whittingham gets there. He skates up the wall, feeds it over to center. Nobody quite home. Whitted gets a stick on it and sends it in. And we've got a penalty coming. We've got a penalty coming to Whitted, but I don't know what for. Does anybody see the signal? Oh, for a hook? I'm not sure I'm buying that one, but as we all know, it doesn't matter what I think. So with 13:29 left in the period, Rampage are going to be back on the penalty kill. We've got Bender, Espirito, I can't see, Sarver, and Foster, I think, on the ice. I think that's who we got, but that's down at the other end from where I'm standing, and I just can't see. Trying to get some time on the clock. We finally do. Tahoe keeps it in the zone, sends it across, takes a shot from up high. Stahl gets a piece of that shot. Tahoe skates behind the net. They're going to feed it up to the point. Back down to the far side. Foster trying to tie players up. Puck back behind the net. It's going to end up on the near side corner. Tahoe skates off the wall with it, turns up to center, takes a shot that I think deflects off a body and up into the netting and out of play. Out on the ice, we've got Huff, Merrill, Wilton, and Roberts to continue the penalty kill for the next minute and 33 seconds. 13:02 in the period. Rampage come up with the draw. Huff's going to send it over and now up and out of the zone, and Wilton feeds it over to the near side. Roberts is giving chase on the forecheck, trying to tie it up down low. Tahoe turning in their own zone with it. Send it, deflects off of a stick and ends up way back in the Rampage zone. Back up to Wilton, deflects up and out, and that's going to go all the way into the Tahoe zone, and I believe that's icing. So we get a whistle. Faceoff will be back in the Rampage zone. 1:06 left at penalty kill time, 12:35 in the period. Same crew out as before. Rampage win the draw. Huff's going to skate to the near side, sends it off the wall, Puck comes out of the zone. I think that's going to go for icing. We get another whistle. Face-off will be right back in the Rampage zone. 12:26 in the period. 58 seconds left on the penalty kill.
82, I think, taking it on this side. On this side, right? Yeah, 82 taking it.
Yeah, it's 82 taking the draw. Zach. Tahoe skates it back behind the net. They're going to send it up to the near side point. Shot taken goes wide of the net. Bounces back behind. Looks like the puck's stuck on the back of the net, if I'm seeing this correctly. Tahoe skates out, sends it up to the point on the far side. Back down the wall. Back up to the point. Back down the wall. Tahoe with it. They're going to skate it back behind the net. Turn to stay in that low corner on the far side. Feed it back up to the far side point. Shot goes wide of the net. Tahoe's going to pick it up back behind, and then Merrill's going to get there. Gets tied up. Gets it up to Wilton. Puck comes back to Huff. Huff sends it off the wall. It's out of the zone. And I lost sight of the puck, but it appears to be in the Tahoe zone. Roberts is going after it down low in the corner. Ties it up down low. He's got a couple players on, and Tahoe is going to skate out with it.
2-1, penalty over.
And Rampage are back at full strength. Tahoe's into the Rampage zone, makes a move to center, loses the handle, goes to the far side. Shot taken, doesn't make it through. Now it gets fed by Tahoe up and out, comes all the way back down. Tahoe's goalie holds it up momentarily. Ian King in on the forecheck. Tahoe picks it up, skates it to the far side, and now Rahojan's going to pick up some loose change. Puck comes bouncing across. Tahoe's going to pick it up and skate it out of their zone. Into the Rampage zone with it, and it's going to trickle towards Stahl, so he's just going to cover it up and say, I've had enough of that. We'll get a face-off in the Rampage zone with 10:56 left in period number 2. On the ice, we've got McManus, King, Wheeler, Bisley,
95 taking it.
and Rahojan. Rampage are going to get to the draw first, send it across to Rahojan. Rahojan skating through neutral. He's into the zone, makes a move. Puck ends up on the near side wall. Tahoe's going to send it around to the far side. Rahojan pinching in. He's going to take the puck away, turns, feeds it across. Nobody home. Tahoe kicks it up and out of the zone. Wheeler picks it up, sends it across to the far side to Bisley. Back over to Wheeler. Wheeler's going to skate with it, makes a move, comes through neutral. He's into the Tahoe zone. Wheeler coming out to center, and now the puck's down low. Drexel's in there, feeds it up, just splits the difference, and it's going to go the distance. Stahl's going to play it up to Wheeler. Wheeler's going to chip it into the zone. Drexel goes after it on the far side wall. Drexel makes a quick move, couple of quick moves, regains the puck, comes out front. Whitted's there. Goalie makes a save. Puck is in the far side corner. Comes out to Whitted. Whitted turns and fires. Puck bounces off a body, goes wide of the net. Up the far side wall. Espirito pinches in. It's going to come back to him. Espirito recollects, turns, takes a shot that goes up and over the net, comes out front, and Whitted's going to pick up the rebound there off the boards and put that one in. So with 9:38 to go in period number 2, Rampage will go up 6-0. We'll get a change of cast out on the ice. We've got Foster, Sarver, Wilton, Espirito, and Bender. Rampage win the draw. They're going to send it back into their zone. Comes back to Sarver, sends it to the near side and out of the zone. Tahoe sent it back in, but I believe they were offside. So we're going to face off outside the Rampage zone with 9:29 left in period number 2. Should be about a minute away from an ice cut. Rampage win the draw. Comes back to Bender, makes a move, and now he's going to clear the zone. Tahoe's got it at neutral. They send it across to the far side. Foster's into the zone with it, tied up on the far wall. Comes back to Sarver. Sarver brings it down low, turns and tries to send it. Gets caught up on a linesman's skate. Get out the way, man.
Pinned it.
Puck comes to the near side corner. Foster holds it in there, and now Tahoe's going to send it around to the far side. Tahoe pins it in the far corner. Battle for the puck. Wilton and Foster are in there. A couple of players from Tahoe. And it's going to come up the wall. Espirito wrangles it in. He turns and fires it down low. Puck ends up low in the corner. Tahoe's going to send it up, but not out. Espirito holds it at the blue line. He's going to send it back down the far side wall. Foster gets in there, tries to feed it out front, comes back to him, held up on the wall, and now Tahoe's going to turn and fire. It's on net, so Stahl's going to play it up to Bender. Puck comes out to neutral, still at neutral ice. Bender takes a hit from behind into the boards, and we've got a penalty coming to Tahoe, and I believe we also should have an ice cut coming. So 8:13 left in period number 2. Rampage will be on the power play, and I think we have an ice cut coming. We're running very behind schedule, so I don't know if they're going to try to forego the ice cut, but I really hope not, because these boys tear that ice up pretty good. It does look like we're going to take a break, so when we come back...
Their coach could be playing.
Yeah, that's a pretty good sign if he's walking across the ice. So when we come back, there'll be 8 minutes and 13 seconds left in period number 2. Rampage currently up 6-0, and Rampage will be on the power play as we get back to you. I'm going to go on mute for the next 10 minutes, give myself a break. You do the same. It's hard to see anywhere. right, everybody, welcome back as we get started with this second half of the second period.
Figure it out.
Yeah.
Unplugged it.
Oh, yeah. Yep. We're all set.
Am I bothering you?
Not even a little bit.
Have you met Danica?
Oh, I don't think so.
This is
Oh,
ex-girlfriend.
okay. Well, I'm going to stand right here, and you are very welcome to listen in
But
while
not
I'm
say a
talking.
word.
But well, you can. You just might. People might hear you if you do. It's nice to meet you. All right. As we get started, as I mentioned before, we've got 8:13 on the clock. Period number 2, Rampage are going to be started on the power play, so the face-off will be in the Tahoe zone. And Sarah, you're welcome to this chair too, because I won't sit.
I won't sit.
Okay.
I can't. I used to
I-
stand.
Yeah, I can't sit either. I have to pace a little bit.
Oh, I did it. And Beth,
Same goalie? Is he the one? Or is he the goalie?
It's good to know all the rules, right? All right. What? I'm sorry?
My parents think you're hilarious.
Oh, thanks. All right, out on the ice to start this power play here for this second half. We've got Drexel, Sarver, Whitted, Wheeler, and Bisley. .13 on the clock. Rampage win the draw. Back to Bisley at the point. Comes out of the zone. He's going to have to recollect at neutral ice. Bisley sends it across to Wheeler. Wheeler's going to turn. He skates it into the zone. Feeds it to Drexel. Drexel back behind the net. He's going to come into the near side corner. Gets tied up down low. Tahoe's going to send it around the far side boards. They're up and out. Bisley has to collect. At neutral ice, sends it up to Sarver. Sarver to Whitted. Whitted makes a move. He's into the zone. Drexel's going to pick it up. Drexel to Whitted. Whitted takes a shot, and then, Sarver in on the rebound. Goalie got a piece of it. Sarver's going to send it over to Bisley to Wheeler. Wheeler dumps it down low into the corner to Drexel. Drexel tries to send it up. Tahoe gets a piece. They're going to send it up to the point. Now they're out of the zone, into the neutral zone. Tahoe into the Rampage zone. Popecheck's going to send it to the far side wall. Tahoe sends it behind the net. Bisley has to recollect. No, I'm sorry. It looks like Whitted's going to get there. Whitted sends a stretch pass up to Sarver. Sarver loses his footing, gets back up and recollects the puck. Into the zone. Sarver takes a shot. Goalie gets a piece, bounces off the far boards. Whitted pinching in is going to send it back down low. He's going to go for a change. Sarver has to hold up behind the net, wait for the Rampage to get on. Centering pass attempt goes off the side of the net. Now Foster's going to pinch in, keep it down low in the corner. Whittingham's there with him. Puck tied up down low. Tahoe sends it up the boards, and Wheeler's going to hold it at the point. Wheeler makes a move. He's going to skate down the near side wall, out to center. Wheeler turns, takes a shot. Goalie makes a save. Puck ends up down low. Wilton goes after it in the far side corner. He feeds it up the wall to Wheeler. Wheeler takes a shot from up high, goes up and over the net, ends up at the near side wall. Merrill coming in, pinches in, sends it to Foster. Foster turns, takes a shot that gets a piece and goes wide. Huff feeds it to center, comes over to Whittingham on the near side. Whittingham skates to center, takes a shot, hits bodies in front. Foster can't quite get a stick on it. Tahoe feeds it up, and Tahoe's back at full strength. Thank you. Huff sends it out and across. Whittingham pinching in, feeds it out front, comes back to him behind the net, and Whittingham with the wraparound, he's going to put that one in. A little Plinko action off the goaltender and in. 5:58 left in period number 2. Rampage are going to go up 7-0 on the power play, even strength goal to Jack Whittingham.
Yeah, they beat us.
Out on the ice, we've got Roberts, McManus, Rahosian, Bender, and Espirito. Tied up. It looks like it's going to come up to Bender. It bounces just off her stick, so he has to try to recollect. He's back in his zone, sends it up and out to neutral ice, where Tahoe recollects, sends it across. They chip it up and into the Rampage zone. Espirito sends it off the boards and out. Tahoe has to skate back into their own zone after it. Roberts is in on the forecheck. Lost shot, and Roberts ends up, I think, bounced off of his body, and the goaltender makes a well-timed save. So with 5:27, and we've got a running clock right now. I don't know if that's because of goal differential or because we're just running way behind tonight. Puck down low in the corner. Roberts feeds it up the near side wall. Rahosian drives it in and dumps it. Roberts gets there, skates it to the far side, sends it up to the point to Espirito. Espirito down to the far wall to Roberts. Roberts sends it out. McManus can't quite get a stick on it. Bender comes to the near side, feeds it down low. Rahosian up to Espirito. Espirito takes a shot, goes off a body, and ends up on the near side wall. Rahosian dumps it down low in the corner. McManus goes after it, digs it out. He's back behind the net. Makes a move, centering pass attempt. It's going to come to a Tahoe player, and Tahoe's going to turn with it and clear the zone. Send it back in and out again. And a quick takeaway by Espirito. Roberts is with speed back into the zone again. Roberts takes a shot as he's falling down, and puck comes out front. Shot taken, save made, and McManus gets ridden into the post. A little bit tender, but I think he's all right. Looks like the goaltender's all right. And with 4:12 left in the second, Rampage are going to go on the power play. Out on the ice, we've got Sarver, Whitted, Drexel, Wheeler, and Bisley. I believe so. Drexel's going to pull it out of the pile. He skates back behind the net. Drexel up to Bisley. Bisley down to Sarver. Sarver down low to Drexel. Centering pass over to Wheeler. Just couldn't quite get a stick on it. Whitted's going to pull it off the wall. Tries a centering pass. Sticks on, and now the puck's going to end up in the near side corner. Sarver's in there to tie it up. He's got Drexel with him. Drexel sends it up to Bisley. Bisley takes a shot from the point, and we have a penalty coming, I think, to Sarver, based on when we stopped and what the ref is saying. So, didn't see it. It was back behind the play, but so with 3:11, we are going to be 4-on-4 for about a minute or so. We've got a running clock, so be on 4-on-4 for a little bit, followed by a penalty kill for the Rampage. Out on the ice, we've got Drexel, Whitted, Wheeler, and Bisley. Rampage win the draw back into the corner. Wheeler's going to pick it up behind a net. Makes a move to the near side. Skates off the wall with it. Wheeler's through center. He's into the Tahoe zone. Wheeler drops it towards Drexel, and Tahoe with the takeaway. They're coming back into the Rampage zone. Puck gets poked to the near side. Lost sight of it. Now Whitted's got it. He's into the Tahoe. We got a 2-on-0. Whitted makes a move, and he's going to put that in, and that'll be a hat trick for Whitted tonight. 4-on-4 even strength, and now the clock is continuing to tick. Rampage are on the penalty kill for another minute.
It's showing you 4 players.
Well, but the clock's running, so their penalty has expired, and so now we're on a penalty kill because the clock's
We
running.
should have only 4 players on the ice.
Yes. Yeah.
Now,
Out on the ice, we've got Whittingham, Huff, Rahosian, and Merrill. Rampage win the draw back into their own zone. Huff comes back
23-24.
after it. Merrill sends it up the far wall. Tahoe pinches in, keeps it down low. Tahoe turns. Puck's down low. Tahoe has it behind the Rampage net. Send it up to the point. They're going to dump it into the far side corner. Puck comes up the wall. Whittingham gets a stick on it, sends it out to center, and skates and collects it. He's going to skate to the near side wall. He's into the Tahoe zone. Whittingham makes a move out to center, gets it poked away. Tahoe coming back the other direction. Tahoe's into the Rampage zone. Puck comes up, but not quite out. They hold it in the zone, and now it comes out to Whittingham at neutral. Whittingham drops it. Rampage are back at full strength. 45 seconds left in the second period. Tahoe's going to turn with it to the near side wall. They skate out of the zone through neutral. It's in the near, right up against the wall where I just can't quite see what's going on. It appears the puck's in the Rampage zone, gets sent over to Merrill on the far side. Merrill turns, fires it up and out of the zone. Rahojan makes a move out. Huff collects, takes the red line. He's going to fire it in, goes off of the body, bounces up but not out. Wilton backhands it over to King. King holds, sends it cross ice to Espirito. Espirito takes a shot from up high, goes up and over the net. Sarver down low, gets tied up with a couple of Tahoe players. Looks like Tahoe's going to turn and skate it up and out. Or, sorry, not out. And time expires on period number 2. So your score after 2 is 8-0 in favor of your Colorado Rampage. No, but the clock was running. So after we scored, it was still running. So the penalty ran out while they were waiting to drop the puck. So that's why it's.
Well, and typically when I was running the clock, and we had to run time because the score was
You still stop it for penalties.
yes.
And that's the way it's supposed to work. But yeah, but in this case, they're just having it run. I think.
But each time
Yeah. Yeah. True. All right, I'm going to go down to the other end.
Who's a good bird?
Hey. All right, out on the ice, getting ready to start period number 3. 17 minutes on the clock. Currently, Rampage are up 8-0. Getting ready to start period number 3. We've got Whittingham, Whitted, Drexel, Wheeler, and Bisley. Rampage wins the draw. Back up into the zone. Drexel gets it tied up, comes up towards Whitted, bounces out to the far side. Wheeler's going to collect it, makes a move on the far wall, holding it in. Wheeler punching in, sends it out for Drexel. Drexel turns, fires through, and it comes over to Bisley on the near side. Deflects wide of the net, comes out. Drexel turns and fires, goes wide of the net. Bisley pinching in, holds it, centers the pass, comes out to Wheeler. Wheeler drops it down low for Bisley. Bisley fires it across. Tahoe gets in the way of that one. They're going to skate it out to neutral. Wheeler takes away the puck. He's going to send it up off of Whitted's stick. It's into the zone. Whitted collects, sends it over to Whittingham, and Whitted to Whittingham, and Jack Whittingham scores. That's his second of the game with 16:05 left in the game. It's going to put the Rampage up 9-0. Out on the ice, we've got Sarver, Wilton, Foster, Bender, Espirito. Tied up on the draw. Rampage are going to send it back to Espirito. Tahoe gets a stick on it, sends it down low into the corner. Bender does battle, and Rampage are going to have a penalty. Believe they're going to call a trip on Nathan Bender. So with 15-23, 22, 21, 20 left in the game, Rampage are going to go on the penalty kill. Out on the ice to start the PK, we've got Sarver, Foster, Espirito, and Huff. Tied up on the draw. Rampage come out with it. Huff's going to skate it to the near side and sends it off the wall. Foster's going to clear up to Sarver. Sarver's into the zone. Sarver makes a move out to center. Foster's going to pick it up in the near side. He skates off the wall with it. Foster makes a move. Sarver's going to finish. Nope, sorry, the goalie has it. Hang on. I thought I saw something I didn't see. So 14:36 left in the game. 120 on the penalty kill. We have the same crew out as before. Foster, Sarver, Espirito, and Huff. Face-off in the Tahoe zone. Rampage win the draw up to Espirito. He's going to chip it into the far corner. Sarver's going to go after it down low. Sarver's going to drop it back behind the net. Rampage still on the penalty kill. Puck comes up, deflects off a Sarver stick. It's going to go to the far side. And then Sarver's just going to go take it away, turn around, and dump it back into the Tahoe zone. 50 seconds left. Penalty kill time for the Rampage. Tahoe's going to turn. They send it across to the far side. They're into the Rampage zone, held up at the point. Send it across to the near side point. Skate in, shot taken, stall with the save. He's going to hang on. We'll get a face off in the Rampage zone with 34 seconds left of penalty kill time, and the clock is still running. Out on the ice, we've got McManus, Rahosian, Bisley, and Merrill. By the time we get set up, we'll have about 15 seconds left of penalty kill time. Rampage win the draw. Merrill sends it around the boards to the far side. Tahoe pinches in, holds it down low, send it to the outside, and then back again. Tahoe sends it back again. They're down low with the puck. They send it up, bounces off a stick. It's going to end up way back in the Tahoe zone. Roberts is heavy on the forecheck there. Tahoe manages to turn and send it up and out of the zone, and then back into. Technically, that's not offside when they skate it back into their own zone, but at this point, I don't mind the stoppages because the clock's still running. So 12:38 left in the game. Out on the ice, we've got Rahosian, McManus, Roberts, Wheeler, and Bisley. Rampage win the draw over to Bisley. He skates it into the zone. Centering pass behind the back. Wheeler pinches in, is going to keep it down low. McManus goes after it in the corner. Comes back up to Roberts. Roberts takes a shot, goes up and over into the netting. So shot going into the netting. We're going to take the face-off out of the zone. 12 minutes exactly left in the game with the running clock. Rahosian, McManus, Roberts, Wheeler, and Bisley. Tahoe wins the draw. Back in their own zone with it. Rampage heavy on the forecheck. Rahosian's going to keep it down low. Ties the player up. Roberts pulls it out. Makes a move to the far side corner. Tahoe feeds it back, reverses direction. Rahosian's going to get there. Sends it up the boards to Bisley. Bisley back down the boards to Rahosian. Rahosian makes a move, still wrangles the puck in, and he's going to send it up the near side boards. Bisley pinching in. Puck comes up. Tahoe's going to clear the zone with it. Roberts has it. Has to wait for everybody to tag up. A little back and forth, and Bisley's going to knock it down, send it back up to Roberts. He's into the zone. Roberts back behind the net, skates to the far side. Puck deflects up into the netting or over the glass and out of play. So we have a stoppage with 11 minutes and less. Clock ticking down. Out on the ice, we've got Drexel, Whitted, Whittingham, Bender, and Espirito. Rampage win the draw. Back to Bender. Drops it for Whittingham. Just loses the handle. Comes out of the zone. Whittingham over to Espirito. Up to Drexel. He's going to chip it into the zone. Tahoe goes back behind the net with it. Whitted comes in. Holds it up. Drexel gets in there as well. Puck ends up in the far corner. Tahoe sends it up the boards. Tied up on the boards. And Whitted pulls it out. Makes a quick move. Backhand shot. Goaltender makes the save. Ends up in the near side corner. Whitted drops it for Whittingham. Whittingham drops it for Espirito, pinching in. Espirito skates down low, feeds it out to center, goes off a skate, and now Tahoe is going to send it to the far wall. They cleared the zone with it. They're going to send it. I don't know. Yeah, that should have enough for icing, and so we get a whistle. Face-off will be back in the Tahoe zone with 9 minutes and 55 seconds left in the game. Rampage up 9-0. Out on the ice, we've got Sarver, Foster, Wilton, Huff, and Merrill. Rampage win the draw up to Huff at the point. Huff holds, looks. He's going to feed it down the far side wall. Rims around the boards, comes to the near side. Merrill's pinching in, holds it, tries to feed it out, and we have a penalty coming to Tahoe. So, with 9 minutes left in the game, Rampage are going to be on the power play. for an elbowing penalty. We'll get a couple of players changed out for the power play. We've got Wilton, Whittingham, Foster, Merrill, and Rahojan. Tahoe wins the draw, but Wilton's going to jump on it. He feeds it up to Rahojan, up high. Rahojan over to Merrill. Merrill down low to Whittingham. Whittingham makes a move off the boards with it. And just loses the handle on the way through. Tahoe's now out of the zone. They're skating through neutral. They're into the Rampage zone with it. Quick poke check. Rampage are going to take it back. Whittingham's got it in his own zone. Makes a move from behind his net. Sends a stretch pass up to Foster. Foster's into the zone. Over to Wilton. And just doesn't quite get enough on it. Goes wide of the net. Puck over to the far side wall. Wilton's going to feed it down. Whittingham has it. He drops it into the corner. Wilton's going to get there. Wilton gets tied up down low in the corner. Whittingham's going to go in to help him out. Puck tied up. And looks like Tahoe's going to skate off the wall with it. They send it across to the near side. They're going to skate out of the zone, take the red line, and dump it in. Merrill has to go back into his own zone for it. 7 minutes and 40 seconds left in the game. Merrill sends a stretch pass up to Foster. Chips off of his stick. Tahoe's going to send it across to the far side. Rahojan skates into the zone with it. And now the puck ends up on the far wall. Bender gets there. Tahoe's going to take it back. Skate to the near side. Cross ice pass. They're to neutral. Player makes a move to the outside into the Rampage zone. Takes a shot. Stahl with a save. Rahojan picks it up. He sends it up to Bender. Goes off a stick. Comes out of the zone. Little back and forth. And Roberts is into the zone with it. Takes the outside wall. Centering pass attempt. And Tahoe player got a stick on it. Looking for King on the back door. Roberts drops it down low. McManus centering pass. It comes up to King. Gets a stick on it. And I think he got a shot and the goalie got a save. Out to Tahoe. Tahoe's out of the zone. They're back into the Rampage zone with it. Cross ice pass doesn't quite connect. It ends up on the far side. Huff is going to skate into the zone with it. Drops it up the wall. King pulls it off the wall. Skates to the circle. Takes a shot. There's a rebound. Huff is down low looking for the rebound. Roberts picks it up the near side. Makes a move with it. Roberts is back into the corner. He's got a couple players on. Gets tied up down low. Puck ends up on the far side. McManus picks it up. McManus turns and fires. Goes off a skate. Wide of the net. Ends up in the near side corner. Tahoe has it. They're going to turn and skate it up the near side wall. Out of the zone. Into the Rampage zone with it. Loses the handle. And now Whittingham's going to pick it up. He turns. Sends it up but not out. Tahoe holds it at the blue line. They dump it back in. Puck to Wheeler. Wheeler sends it across. Tahoe with the steal. Shot from up front. I think body's in the way, and it's going to come up to the point. Down low, where Huff's going to pick it up, fire it across to Wheeler. Wheeler tries to wrangle it in. Down low in the corner, where I can't see what's going on. Puck comes up to Whittingham. He's at neutral ice. He's in the zone. Tries to feed it through to Wheeler. Skate in the way. Whittingham recollects and sends it just wide of the net. Whittingham back behind the net. Tahoe's going to fire it to the near side. Bisley pinching in. Is going to hold it. Drive it down low. Whittingham pulls it off the wall. Backhand shot. Goalie with a save. Comes up to Drexel. Drexel takes a shot. Goalie with a save. Near side. Whitted's in there to try to tie it up. Looks like Tahoe's going to get it. Sends it up the wall. Bisley fires it back in. Now Tahoe's going to clear. Wheeler has to recollect at center ice. Rampage tag up. Wheeler skates it into the zone. Drops it for Drexel. Comes back to Wheeler. Wheeler fires from up high. Goaltender has it in the glove. He's going to hang on. 4 minutes and 43 seconds left in the game. Face-off will be in the Tahoe zone. On the ice, we've got Wilton, Sarver, Foster, Bisley, and Espirito. Nope, sorry, that's one too many people. Wilton, Sarver, Foster, Bender, and Espirito. Rampage win the draw up to Espirito at the point. Makes a move to the outside. Tries to take a shot, goes off a body. He's going to feed it down low. Sarver's there. He feeds it right back up the wall. Tahoe's got it. They're going to skate off the wall with it. They're through neutral and into the Rampage zone. Poke check by Bender, and now I lost sight of the puck. Went on net, stalled with the save. He's going to hang on. 4 minutes exactly left in the game. Face off in the Rampage zone. Out on the ice. Same crew as before. Just don't ask me who that is because I can't see from down here. Tahoe wins the draw. They're going to send it down the near side wall. Puck behind the net. Bender has to pick it up behind his own net. Turns, fires it up the wall. It's going to come up and out of the zone. Foster's going after it. They've waved off icing. Play will continue. Foster skates to the near side corner. Comes up to Espirito. Espirito takes a shot. Sarver gets a stick on it. Goalie makes a save. Sarver recollects, centering past Espirito. Espirito tries to feed it through. Goalie makes a save. Ends up in the near side. Foster feeds it up to Espirito. Espirito centering pass. Ends up on the far wall. Sarver drops it down for Foster. And the puck deflects and goes towards the goaltender. And goalie's going to cover it up. So we'll get a face-off in the Tahoe zone with 2:54 left in the game. Out on the ice, we've got Roberts, McManus, King, Huff, and Merrill. Tahoe wins the draw. They're going to skate it behind their own net. Send it up. Huff ties it up for now. Huff's going to take it away on the near side wall. Gets it tied up down low. It's in the corner. Wilton's in there Roberts is in there as well. Puck goes to the far side. McManus sends it back towards Roberts. He has to come back for it. Tied up down low with a couple of players from Tahoe. McManus comes in to help out. McManus sends it up the wall. Merrill gets there, pinching in. Turns, sends it over to King. Deflects off of a stick. There's still a rebound to be had. Goalie makes a couple of saves. Puck ends up down low. Goes off the official and it gets stuck back behind the net. Tahoe sends it up the wall on the far side. Merrill pinches in. Roberts picks it up.
It's kind of a mess right now.
And it goes back behind the net. Tahoe's going to skate out on the near side wall. They're out to neutral. Into the Rampage zone, takeaway, and I think McManus sends it up. Doesn't quite connect, and then Tahoe's going to recollect. Tahoe back into the Rampage zone. Shot taken from up high, goes wide of the net, ends up in the near side corner. And now we have a penalty coming. But it was down in the corner, so I don't know on who or for what.
It's us for a knee-to-knee.
Yep, that is exactly what it was. Ian King for a knee hit. 52 seconds left in the game. Out on the ice, we've got Whittingham, Wilton, and two other players who I can't see. Wheeler's out there as well. Puck tied up on the near side wall. Just 35 seconds left in the game. And Rampage, Wilton comes out of the zone with it. He's into the zone. Across to the far side. Wheeler picks it up on the far wall. Gets stuck there momentarily. Whittingham comes up to tie it up, and now Tahoe clears. They're to neutral. They're into the Rampage zone. Wheeler's going to poke the puck to the outside wall. Wilton turns. He's going to send it up to the point. Whittingham back to Wilton. He's into the zone. 3-2, and time expires. So your score after 3 is 9-0 in favor of your Colorado Rampage, and another barn burner. So that's 2 games, 9 points per game. And we'll have another tough one tomorrow. I think the Des Moines team that we beat last night is going to really be coming out for us in the game tomorrow morning. So hopefully everybody gets home, gets some good rest tonight, and we will see you guys back in the morning.
Great job.
I've noticed that we're super close down in those slots, ready for a rebound or a shot.
Right. Yeah, we're crashing the net a lot better right now.
Much
Yeah.
better.
Yeah. I agree.
Fun to watch.
I agree.